Because it looks sicky.
Is there I don't know, was there a place for like a sock with a deep meaning? Like, how would you do that?
Yeah. So we've already, like, that's sort of the core of the brand is sort of, the motto is you are what you wear. And it's sort of branched off you are what you eat. But we just wanted to sort of switch it to you are what you wear, based on the fact that it's sort of the embodiment of the garments. So we wanted to create a garment, like, say, for example, like a self-love sock. We wanted to make that, to title it self-love. So when you're wearing that sock, you're feeling yourself, you're feeling cool, so that's what we mean in terms of you are what you wear, is sort of the embodiment of the garment. So it's almost like an automatic transformation. Like, when you put on fresh kicks, it's that sort of similar feeling. Like, you're like, oh shucks, like I'm ready to go, like you're ready to go out, or you're ready to see the boys. And that's what we want to do with our socks. We want to get to a point where people put on the socks. You might be feeling a bit sluggish to go to work, or you might be feeling a bit lazy, but once you put on the socks, it's like, oh yeah, it's go time, like, sort of thing. So it's just the embodiment of it. And going deeper into that, we wanted to do deeper meanings in terms of like empowerment and encouragement into our garments and into our socks. So it's sort of like goes hand in hand. So that's why with the last drop we did like a poem card, in terms of like, so you get the sock, 2 stickers, and 1 poem card, and that poem card I wrote. So there's some, like, it's just little touches like that. Like, I love poetry, so I wanted to
So the personal,
personal touch, like, just to be like, oh, that's sort of me in it. And I love poetry, and I sort of wanted to, from the get-go, that's always what I've seen Holy Feet have been be about, even before I had the name. So I knew it was going to be socks and poetry intertwined. I didn't know how that was going to look, whether or not the poetry was going to be on the socks, whether it was going to be on the packaging, whether it was going to be poem cards, and it ended up being poem cards. And so, yeah, I think that's just it. Like, we've got like 3 backup designs for different sort of themes. And it's sort of themes that I want to just sort of portray through the socks that we might struggle with. Like, it might be like identity, self-love, all the different themes and stuff like that. So,
what, like, is there any like creative advertising ways you would get out? Like a guerrilla advertising campaign out. If I had a sock company. Or like, what one you could do is like, male strippers, like when they do private events, imagine the male strippers, and all he has left on is the Holy Feet socks. And it just has that and his G-string. And the ladies, they're like, the last thing they see is the man in his G-string and the socks. Like, that's like another imprint if you, like, just an idea.
We're not encouraging being a stripper, if that's each to their own part.
Right, that's all good. Like, if you can make money dancing with your sexy body, and like, imagine that. Like, that's an idea. Or, I don't know, like, or is there like a guerrilla marketing campaign like that? Like, one like that would work somewhere else too. Like, imagine not just a famous person wearing your socks, or like,
I know what you mean.
They can go viral,
Yeah.
I reckon if you had a business, if it goes viral on, like, viral on TikTok, like, if that goes viral, then you can buy me a new house near Cam. If your sock, imagine that, like, your sock is the last thing they see on, like, imagine like a hypothetical situation. There's a man, like a mean ass male stripper, and he just does like an accident, and the clip goes viral, and the last thing you see are the socks. It's everywhere. But I'm just saying, like, you could go. It could
That's
go
what the polka dots mean.
viral, because like what's it called? Even with songs now, with music now, the executives are marketing to, like, they're trying to make tracks that will go big on TikTok, because then it will blow up. Like, they make tracks specifically to go big on TikTok. So I'm like, if you would wanted to go that way, do you think you could create like a situation like that where it would go viral?
I think that's like going back to remember those the Lift Plus ads, like stuff like that. And I think everyone remembers it not for the lift or the actual product, but the funny, like, the sort of relatable content, or like, sorry, that's like, it looks like our lounge, or and just a laugh, like. And that's something I've always like thought, like, and I've thought about it too, like, in terms of how would do socks, and I think I sort of try to do that with the photo shoot. But it is something to look at in terms of ads. But in the photo shoot, I wanted to try and manipulate socks. Like people just think, oh, socks are just to wear as shoes. That's why I got the model to hold it as a napkin, eating sushi. Like it's just trying to think outside the box in terms of like what people see socks as. But it's something to look at as well for like ads and stuff like that as well, to like sort of do something out there, and then the last thing you'll see is like, oh, the Holy Feet sock or something like that.
Because the deep meaning thing is good because I feel like socks get the better rep out of all the clothing items that men wear or anybody wears. Because if you think about when you come home from work, take your clothes off, or if you want to jump in the shower, and if you got your socks on, they get treated badly, man. Because when you take it off, you just
Go
get it over there, you know. But when you're saying like when you put in the love into it, you know, but the love and socks have that sort of thing feeling like. I can see people like taking their socks off real carefully, just laying up like that, you know.
Oh, Cams, you know, making a bit of talking about socks like that. You're getting me a bit frisky up in here, bro.
You know, you change the way people treat socks, man.
And I think that's something like that's an aim, like that's a goal of mine, is to like you get the hype around shoes, you get the hype around caps, you get like there's a community for each of those things, but I don't think like there's a like solidified community for socks, and I want to create that with Holy Feet. I want people to be like going out, like looking out at someone that's got funky socks, like, hey, gee, you got the, you know, this and this, and well, you got that on, and I think that's it. Like just wanting to sort of, cause socks, yeah, you're right there. Like socks do get a bad rap. I used to be like the number one solid. Ever since I started Holy Feet, I didn't think I've like earned like matching socks. That's like the crack up like thing before I started Holy Feet. So I used to have like the meaner socks, like always like matching and stuff like that. So as soon as I started wearing like anklet socks with long socks and then roll it down so it looks like anklet socks. Like honestly, like, you know, and it's just like that. But yeah.
2008 starter pack.
Yeah, hold on.
Do you think they'll ever make socks that are comfortable to sleep in?
Bro, that's the thing.
Bro, because that's like, I thought I was the only one. I was like, you can't sleep with socks on. I looked it up. There's like a big community.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people you can't.
Especially Americans, they can't.
You can't sleep with socks on. Are you your socks on, sleep on, Cams? Have you ever thought about it?
That'd be brand new.
Oh,
That'd
yeah.
be like already.
People don't think of it because there's a lot of people who can't sleep with socks on.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, that's true. Cause
I think you get too hot.
Yeah.
I can't eat like as cold as it, bro. Be in the minuses, and I still wouldn't wear socks in bed. I just can't. I feel like I'm still.
See, that's a thing.
Ready to work.
Thank you, because I thought I was like
not ready to relax.
Because I've seen like other people who are sleeping with socks, and I was like, man, how do you do it?
Yeah.
There's that Kiwi guy here. I think he was a soccer player. Played for the All Whites.